Hey guys, this is Angie and this is the project we're making today, and it is a nice size box. It opens up on either end just like that, okay? And here's the other end. Okay, so let me give you the supplies. Okay, so we've got old olive cardstock, and this measures 10 by 7 3/8, and then we have a scrap for this flower right under here. And then we've got what is this? The New Petal Pink. And we need 2 pieces. This one is just a big piece, and it's for the flower that's right there. And then we have another piece here that measures 4 1/4 by 3/4. We have the same size in Whisper White, so that's for our greeting right here. Then we've got 4 pieces of the Share What You Love Designer Series paper. Looks like I lost a piece. It's around here somewhere. Okay, so we have 2 pieces that measure 5 1/2 by 1 5/8, and then 2 pieces that measure 5 1/2 by 1 1/4. And the reason that I came up with this box is I am offering the Designer Series paper shares again this year, and I had someone ask what exactly they can do with a 6x6 sheet of paper. So this box only takes 1 sheet of the 6x6 Share What You Love paper. And all the details are over on my website about the share. Okay, so we're going to start with the box. And let me get the Simply Scored scoring tool. We're going to place it on the portrait side first, which is the 7 3/8 side. And we're going to score it at 1 1/2, 3 3/8, 4 7/8, and 6 3/4. Then we're going to turn it on the landscape side, which is the 10-inch side, and we're going to score it at 5/8 and 2 1/8. And we're going to do that on both sides, on the landscape side. So again, 5/8 and 2 1/8. This is a project that you're going to want to use your bone folder, okay? So I'm going to fold it on all those score lines, and then after I fold it, I'll come back over and use my bone folder to burnish it. You want crisp edges on this box. It looks so much better when they are. Okay. It doesn't take too long to do. Okay, so don't forget the new catalog goes live on June 1st. And yeah, I think I've got all the catalogs shipped out finally. Woohoo! Okay, so now we're going to do some cutting, and I'm going to show you my template. Okay, so here it is. So what I want you to do is look at this skinny piece right here. The rest of these are not that thin, so we want to put this at the bottom, okay? And I'm going to start over here on the right side and remove the pieces. And my website will have the inspiration sheet that will have the diagram on there, okay? So you can just print it. So I'm just going to cut up to the score line on each of these. Now this one I don't want to touch, so I'm going to fold that over. This one I'm cutting half of it off and then trimming to the left and to the right. The next one I'm going to completely remove. And then this one I want to cut half off, okay? And then trim to the left and to the right. Now we want to look at the other side. So again, I'm going to put this over here, and here's this side. So I'm going to remove this whole entire section. Okay, then I'm going to cut up to the score line on the other 3. I guess that would be the second score line, right? Now this one is going to get trimmed in half and then cut to the left and to the right. Okay. This one we don't want to touch, but this one we're going to cut in half. So same thing, then trim to the left and to the right. And I have one more thing I want to do. Down here, I'm going to just trim that just a sliver. Okay? Now, I'm going to move the template out of the way. Now what we want to do is take the new, I always forget the name of it, Detailed Trio Punch. And we're going to round these corners. So I'm just going to make sure it's in there and press, okay? So here's a little tip for you that I didn't actually know, and my downline saved me, so thank you, Susie. What you do, you don't have to press on this corner. Just whatever punch whichever one you're gonna be doing, you just press in the center, okay? So that's it. I kept trying to press on just this side. Nope, you just press in the middle, okay? Okay, so now our adhesive, we're going to place it right there. We're going to use our tearing tape. I am using my new chick stand today. Those are available over on my website. Okay. And then I'm just going to fold this over. And this is our box. It's a nice size box. As you can see, this was our liquid glue. It fits with way more room than what you need. That just shows you what will fit in there. So our fine tip glue pen will fit in there as well. Yep. Okay, now we're going to add the Designer Series paper strips. Again, this is the Share What You Love. So I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on the back of all 4 of these. That way we can get this moving right along. Oh, and I did want to share with you. Someone asked about this, and so I'm going to share how to do it. They asked if this box could be made in advance and stored flat. Absolutely, there you go. And we can go ahead and decorate. We want to make sure that we put the Designer Series paper on there, like with the flowers going in the same direction. So I'm going to reassemble it for just a second and add my paper, and then I'll show you how you can store it flat, okay? So there we go. This is going to go here. And then I'm going to take the other one and put it over here on this side. So regardless of whether it's the front or the back, the flowers are up, okay? And then this one's going to go on the bottom, or the top. Now this one is a little, it's like, okay, which direction do I do it in? And that's going to be your decision. It's the bottom, so you don't technically even have to put it on the bottom, but I figured since it looks the same in every direction, so. Okay, now, if you want to store it flat, same thing, you just open up your box, just like that. And you can store it flat, okay? Okay, today we're using Calligraphy Essentials stamp set. This is in the new catalog, started on June 1st. I'm using Old Olive ink. And I'm going to get my Whisper White piece here. I have 2 just in case I mess up the first one. But I am going to be using the Stamparatus today. So what I'm going to do is take the stamp case and put it here on the left. Let me explain, okay? Because I want this to remain flush with the Stamparatus. Now, several people were asking me the other day about using the foam mat in here, that you're not supposed to use it when you're using the red rubber. For me, I don't have a lot of strength in my hands, so I use it, and it works just fine. I always say there's more than one way to skin a cat, and that's a terrible saying. Somebody needs to give me a better one. But anyway, I always use this, and it works just fine. So you should try it if you have, you know, arthritis or you struggle with strength in your hands, okay? So I'm going to place my Whisper White cardstock here, and I'm going to take my magnet. You want to remember to keep those things separate from each other. This is a small piece, so we don't need both of them. And I'm going to take my stamp and place it exactly where I want it to go. on my cardstock, which that looks pretty good right there. And then I'm going to bring this over and pick that up, okay? I'm going to take my Old Olive ink pad, and I'm just going to ink up the image. Now, you can use the spots if you want to. I'm okay using my ink pad. I am going to take our new Simple Chamois, and I'm just going to wipe off this ink right here. It's not really going to get on anything, but just in case I want to wipe it off, okay? And then I'm going to turn this over, and I only have to lightly press because I have the foam pad there, okay? So now I'm going to move the magnet over, and here's my image. I'm going to set it aside to dry for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean this so that I don't get that Old Olive ink on anything, and then I'll move this out of the camera view. Okay, so while our image is drying, let's go ahead and cut out our 2 flowers. I'm using this Thinlit set. It's called the Springtime Impressions Thinlits, and it's this little beautiful flower. This butterfly is also really pretty, but I want to use this flower to decorate my box. Okay, so here's my Big Shot magnetic platform, and then I'm going to take the petal pink first and cut out the flower. And then I want to run it through again using the Old Olive. So there's that one. And then here's this one. So when I was filming this video the other day, I lost my die when I was live. It was under the trimmer. For those of you that didn't stay till the end, I'm putting it back on there so I don't misplace it or lose it. And then we'll bring all of these back into the camera view. Now head over to my website after you're done watching this video. Leave me a comment. I'm going to fold this box flat and send it to someone. We will have to untie the ribbon to send it to you. Yeah, but anyway. So I'm going to take a little bit of the liquid glue. I need one that's actually been opened before, and I'm going to place just a few drops of it. I normally use my silicone mat, but it's over there where I filmed live the other night. I've been using this liquid glue, though, I think, since before we even had that thing, so I should be able to master it without it. Okay, we'll give that a second to dry. And then let's take the tailored tag punch and flag the end. And I can tell I want to trim this one a little bit. It's going to get covered up with the ribbon, so it's okay if it's not completely straight. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, don't you? So I'm just going to turn this over. Take some of my snail. Yeah, let's see. I kind of offset them the other day when I was live, but then I decided afterwards that I wanted them to be straight. Okay. Let me get the ribbon. This is the metallic ribbon combo pack. And this is the petal pink ribbon in that combo pack, okay? I'll move that out of the way. And I'm going to give myself enough ribbon so that I'll untie this bow afterwards and we can mail this to whatever name we draw. Isn't it pretty ribbon? I'm going to leave the tails long so that whoever gets it can retie the ribbon without it messing up. Okay, I'm going to take a rhinestone and I'm going to get my paper piercer here. I am using the old rhinestones. I have tons of these still left over, so we do have the new style, but I'm going to use what I have right now. Okay, so this is going to get added right about there. I am going to angle it. Let's clean this up. Oops, did I get it? Well, I just need to press on it. And then we want to add the flower. We're going to take one of these little mini dimensionals and pop this flower up. There you go. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.